Alright, what's up everybody? This is Zach Rice. We are back again with more of Avadon 2, The Corruption. Let's go ahead and continue. Exploring more of Rockfall Canyon before we proceed with our main mission here. In the last part, we found a hand that gave us something, or not just something. She told us about like how she was searching for us when we got attacked. Alright, found another exit. Again, I am all about exploring the outer regions of certain areas rather than going right to the main objective. I mean, we can always go to the main objective, but still, I do like to explore the outer portions first. Dang, it took him a while to get hostile. Make sure we summon a healing pylon. The one thing I still like about the ice turret compared to the inferno turret is because I don't think the inferno turret can do a circle of fire. I think he'd only do the cone. Don't care about no work hurts. Yeah, and I would also say that the healing pylon is pretty essential. Yeah, the healing pylon is definitely essential if you have your sorceress with you, because he's gonna get hit a lot, or your sorcerer. But yeah, if you're running a female sorceress, you want to make sure she's healed as much as possible against all these baddies. Get out of here with that. A dead mage of the pack lies on the ground before you. The smell is scorched and the smells of battle still hang in the air. You hear the snarls of nearby carrion beast. These warriors were caught in an ambush. From here you see no sign of who they were or why they were here. Grossel the Scavenger. I hate that there are so many enemies immune to the acid. Okay, so he did take quite a bit there. Get out of here with that corruption crap already. Okay, well at least he's not immune to fire. Which kind of surprised me for a Drake. I mean, you'd think they would automatically be. Like it is in a Vernum. Finally. This body has been heavily scorched, probably by the fiery breath of a drake. You find ashes in a pouch at its side, probably once a set of scrolls or letters. Completely unreadable, sadly. Only 2 words on one fragment are legible. Dear Xander. However, you remember what Hadja told you about Lost Hands of Avadon. You search the nearby undergrowth and find the charred remains of a banner of the Black Fortress. When such a banner is taken, it means a great loss of honor. If you've returned it to Avadon, someone is sure to be grateful. You reverently fold it up and put it in your pack. Or Hodiah. I think I like saying Hodiah more. Alright, who would we give it to in Avadon, though? I think we already have a better javelin, so we'll sell that. Heal self, I feel like my main guy can use that at times. The Battle Frenzy Scarab is good, but with Kalita by my side all the time, I don't think I really need to have Battle Frenzy anymore. Yeah, pretty much some of these Scarabs I feel like I can just go ahead and sell. Okay, this is another exit. The cow. You are close to the temple. Yannick stops walking and cocks his head. He is listening to something you can't hear. Yes. Yes. I understand. He looks at you. Something is here. True power. The sort I have sought. Let us go to the temple. We must embrace it. Okay, so far I've done everybody's character arcs except for Yannick, so I feel like that's one reason why I went ahead and took him on this one. Because I feel like we might get to learn more about his character arc here soon enough. But first, I still want to explore the outer portion of everything. I'm surprised we haven't run into too many baddies like constantly though at this part. Well, I see an enemy down there because of red dot flash, but still, you all know what I mean. Okay, so that was just a bridge down in this section. And a big reason why, of course, why I explore everything is because clearly it's way more convenient if you have all the exits unlocked. So you can just use one immediately as soon as you need to leave the area. Okay, so far so good. Nothing really. I like how there's a big path open here. Feel like I might be advancing a little bit too far here, but Whatever, we'll fight them. I don't see why not. Feel like we can go ahead and sell that. The campfire is still warm. The tents are clean and free of debris. The boot prints in the dirt are clear. This camp was only recently abandoned, as in minutes ago at most. There is an ancient stone circle in this grove. Inside it, you see that an odd little picnic has been prepared. A handsome, middle-aged Kellum man in expensive clothes is waiting for you. He pours you a cup of tea. On the far end of the grove, a portal has been constructed. Several guards stand by it, looking worried. The Kellum man says, "Just go. This hiding place is lost, but we are in no danger. I will be there soon." The warriors look worried, but they follow orders. They step into the portal and are gone. The man looks over his shoulder at you. "Welcome, Han Malik. I understand you have been looking for me. I am Gryfyn, former Duke of Kellamdario. Please sit and have some tea." "I'll parley, but I won't eat or drink." He shrugs and sips his tea. "Suit yourself. Waste of good tea. From Kellum, the best. At least you aren't trying to kill me on sight. Come, sit." You walk toward the stool he left out for you. "Now, then," Gryfyn says, "I knew you were coming, of course. The Grey Raptors are clever, but I am more so. Always have been, always will be. I was the Duke of the Kellum. The Raptors serve us, not the other way around. Now, before we speak frankly, do you know who I am, why I am hunted?" "Please tell me." "I was the full Duke of the Kellum, ruling a huge swath of land near the Baratha Woods from Castle Vebo. I cared about my people, and I care about the Pact. I still do. However, I saw the chaos that was coming. A rebellion. 2 civil wars. The Pact is in chaos. I had a plan to prevent it. Which was? I tried to win peace with the Hochlandans. We have been fighting for so many years over the Baratha Woods. Waste of time. I had Hochland send an envoy to fight with us to clear the woods of bandits. I thought if we worked together it could lead to diplomacy. Way to end our conflict. They only agreed to help when Redbeard sent some hands to chaperone the process." "Redbeard helped you?" "Yes, but not enough. He gave us warriors, but not full political support. If he was not so old, so tired, he might have taken the full opportunity. As it was..." He shakes his head. "We may never know what might have been." "What happened?" "Foolish humanity, greed, short-sightedness, inability to forgive. The effort seemed to bring real trust between the Kellum and the Hochlandans, for a time. The Hochlandans were greedy. They demanded too much, more than the Kellum lords and ladies would ever agree to. The chaos was not held back. Exactly the opposite. So..." He sips his tea. "I changed plans. And your other plan?" "Kill the Hochlandan. Blame his death on the hands. Kill the hands. Blame Hoklanda. A grim step, of course, but I had to do what was best for the Kellum. Improve their standing in the pact until the pact fell apart. Alas, the hands outwitted me. They lived, slipped into my castle, and attacked me. I barely escaped with my life. You were truly a traitor. A traitor to the pact, yes, but the pact will soon be destroyed. Not by me, but by those it was too weak and self-absorbed to face. I don't feel guilty for betraying something too foolish to live. You were incompetent. I took a risk. I did everything I possibly could to win success. However, while Redbeard is senile, his warriors are remarkably competent. One of these days, one of them will remove him. The sooner, the better. So you fled to the Tawan. I go everywhere. I talk to everyone that will listen, trying to gain advantages and forge alliances to aid my beloved Kalimdariel in the upcoming war. Remember, I serve my people, none else. I would die for them. Someday, I will. Which brings me to my point. What is your point? I speak with you because I seek any advantage for Kalimdariel. Helping preserve the pact would be nice, but it is not necessary. You are a hand of Avadon, so you are in a unique position to act. Act how? To kill Redbeard, remove him, free us all from his arrogance, his cruelty, and his fading mind. You can work for the less. You can act alone. At this point, anyone would be better than him. Is Redbeard really such a problem? Have you met him? Everyone is so scared of his power and paranoia that they refuse to speak. But look around. Chaos. War. The Far Land's ascendant. Redbeard is a failure for the pact. For you, he is unworthy of your loyalty. The less would not trust me. I will never work for the rebels and Farlanders. Good. I would prefer a strong pact, but it's up to brave people like you to make it strong. How can you help me? I can't. Well, I can help you by finding your way to wisdom and determination. I suspect that is not the sort of help you need. I have made my decision, and I must be leaving. Before I go to join my allies, tell me what you plan. I am a loyal hand of Avadon. I serve Redbeard. Gryfyn snorts. Will nobody stand up to that tyrant? What strange spell does he cast on the lot of you? Is it only terror, or is all of Linnaeus infected with foolishness? He rises. I wish you luck in the battles ahead. You have no comprehension of the struggle that awaits. Now, excuse me. My companions will be worried. He stands and walks toward the portal. Without further ceremony, Duke Gryfyn steps through the portal and is gone. The Grey Raptors will have to continue their hunt. Touching the portal results only in a nasty shock and a spirited bout of muscle twitches. You lack whatever you need to convince it to allow you through. And I am sticking with the canon choice there as far as Gryfyn is concerned. So that's why I choose to spare him. But as far as like killing Redbeard, I'm also sticking with the canon choice and not doing that either. I heard that in a fight in this game anyway, Gryfyn is really tough to beat. So I think it was intended for our group here to let him go anyway. Maybe in the third game, we'll have the opportunity to finally kill him. Because I actually wanted to kill him in the first game, but canonically it wasn't the canon choice. What is with this terrify effect on this freaking... Okay, whatever. What with this terrify? should head back to Avadon anyway, just so I could recharge on Vitality. Remember too that Jamie did say that they just needed his location. They didn't say that we needed to kill him, even though killing him would have been a bonus. So yeah, it's clear that the intention was for you to spare him anyway. Rawr. Breastplate of the anvil. Okay, well, I like that one. Maybe we can save the other one for Yoshiria. We do have Vitality elixirs already. So maybe I shouldn't be in any rush to jump right back to Avadon. You know what, let's go ahead and use one. If I have it, might as well use it. In the meantime, it's time for us to finally head in the center, the temples of the Tawan. This bridge has been recently repaired. Rough-hewn planks were placed over the gap, enabling you to reach the island. The sap on the wood is still wet. Whoever came here, it was only very recently. You step onto the aisle of the Temple of Valera. Unlike the other temples you have visited, there are plenty of signs of recent activity here. Wagon tracks, piles of fresh supplies, even signs that someone has been repairing the walls. You almost dare to start to feel optimistic. Multiple people have come here, and recently. However, while you see signs of their presence, you don't yet see or hear any actual people. Alright, well, let's still scope out the area here. Alright, we got the bridges. Alright, guess we just waltz right in then. As you enter the Temple of Valera, you hear voices ahead. One of them is male and human. It's female and something else. You start to tremble. You get goosebumps. All standard symptoms of being in the presence of a god. A powerful one. A mighty avatar of the Tawan is not far ahead, parleying with someone. It occurs to you that making sure you are rested and prepared would be a wise idea. You know what, now that I think about it, let's go ahead and turn in those quests then. Who in Avadon would want the banner, though? Oh, that is an honor token. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's turn it in then. All right, let's go ahead and even though Battle Frenzy is useful, I already have Alita to do Battle Frenzy for me. You were correct. Gryfyn was in Rockfall Canyon. Fantastic. We are getting closer to him with every step. Now he knows to fear the Grey Raptors. The panic will take him. He won't be able to sleep. He will make mistakes, and then vengeance. Your reward is a generous sack of coins, a bracelet, and a scroll. I'm sure this is generous compensation for your efforts, Malik. Does the hunt for Gryfyn continue? Yes. Slowly, perhaps, but in the end, he will not escape. The Grey Raptors always catch their prey. When I have more news of his location, I will let you know. If we think you can help us, will you tell me when you catch him? Envoy Jamie says nothing. Okay, well, that was all we needed from him. Bracelet opportunity. I feel like that's good for Yoshiria. Let's go ahead and give a vitality potion that they have. Anybody else has to him to make sure he has it. Okay, let's go ahead and sell that then. Okay, so honor token. Temples of the Tawan. Craftmaster Nicodemus. Tokens of honor. Avadon's library. Break skins. And the record keeper. Oh, yeah, the lady was up here. Handcade. I have an honor token. Like for my blessings and curses to be more effective. Alright, thank you. I mean, we can only do that for him anyway, so... Okay, let's do... do that and that. We'll sell this other stuff. Ooh, I want to buy quality goods. Oh snap, we can definitely buy some more of these then. Right, this other stuff I'm not really as concerned about. But I'll definitely take the vitality among the other potions and of course lockpicks. Now that Smith Dumont has them. In the meantime, let's go ahead and head right back over to the temple. You enter the central hall of Valera's temple. The goddess is here, floating in the center of the massive chamber. She is not like the other gods you have met. She is not an old god, fading and long forgotten. She is more solid, and her power fills the chamber. Not enough to actually scare a hand of Avadon, but palpable. She isn't alone. She is speaking with a handful of Tawan warriors. You slip in, trying to learn what they are talking about. Valera floats with her back to you. She has given orders to the Tawan warriors, who are so entranced with her that they notice nothing else. She says, "You may occupy the western ruins. Keep your supplies in the old robing halls." She points at two warriors. "The kitchens are still intact. You may restore them. And what is this?" In an instant, she has changed position. Now she is facing you, and she is not pleased. "You are not Tawan. You must be dealt with now." She points a finger. Magical shackles appear around your feet, holding you in place. It is a small concern. You can break free from them easily enough. Packed intruders in my temple, my home. You dare? You are going to die now. She concentrates for a moment. You feel a sharp pain in your mind. Malik of Avadon. Avadon. And you are hunting for Deleth. Now you are concerned. She saw into your thoughts with arrogant ease. You, Malik, our leader. Yes, I will deal with you. The others, not necessary. I will dismiss them. Are you kidding me? Valera waves a hand. There was a flash of light. Your companions are surrounded by motes of light. They try to step out of the little dancing sparks, but the bonds hold them in place. Moments later, they vanish. Now, Malik, before I take your mind, I will hear your free thoughts. I think they will be interesting. Where did you send my allies? I made them appear elsewhere. Don't worry, I think they will make their own way back to Avadon. I am cautious, and I will deal with one of you now. They are unharmed. Yes, it was tempting to slay them, but sending them away was easier. Also, I do not want to overly anger Avadon. When Tawan begins to retake the pact, your aid will be useful. Now, back to matters at hand. Release me immediately. I will, once you will never be a threat to me again. Be calm, do not hurt yourself. Who were you? I am a sovereign of the Tawan. I did not stop being one when I died. I will share power with the living. I am generous, but I will not stay in my chosen place. Your chosen place? As you speak, you notice that the Tawan soldiers don't seem to be paying attention. They stare worshipfully at Valera, waiting to obey her commands. Any commands. Valera says, I was the last sovereign to die before the rise of the pact. I was the last to rule the Tawan when it was strong, before the weaklings that came after me lost it. In the hardest years, I received much worship and attained my godhood. But I was expected to know my place. Quiet, weak, an advisor. Then Deleth came to me, and then you. Now I have the tools to make a true difference. I will never be forgotten again. Why aren't the gods allowed to rule? Valera thinks for a moment. When I was alive, I remember there was a reason. Now I have forgotten it. It must not have been important. Not as important as freeing the Tawan from servitude. Deleth is here. Oh yes, you have found him at last. Your hunt is at an end. It will do you no good. You are ours. Now you will not return to Avadon until you are ready to... Valera is interrupted by a voice behind her. What on Linnaeus is going on here? A Tawan man has ascended from the lower chambers. He is a plain, middle-aged gentleman. He wears simple, clean white robes. He is unharmed and, except for a few simple rings, unadorned. Despite his nondescript appearance, Valera immediately turns to him with respect. She says, a new tool has come to us. I was about to take it over. I am glad you joined us first. The man looks at you, then he looks at the mindless state of the soldiers. He is absolutely furious. He starts to walk towards you. The angry man walks up to you and inspects you. In contrast to her earlier arrogance, Valera seems slightly cowed by his fury. She floats backwards slightly, disappointed that he isn't more impressed by her prize. The man looks at Valera. Name? Valera replies, Malik, Hand of Avadon. The man nods. He says, Greetings, Malik. I am Deleth. I suspect you have been looking for me. I apologize for the treatment you have received. You should have been given a chance to parley. I hope you understand. We can still speak. Tell Valera to release me now. I think that would be very unwise. I can see that you are a dangerous one. Let's talk first. Deleth, I demand you surrender and return with me to Avadon. Deleth laughs. I have had so few chances to deal with warriors of Avadon, but your confidence is always inspiring. No surrender. We have quite a bit to speak about. Why are you here? I'm sure you already know. Before our final plans are ready, I need safe places to hide my supplies and agents. I appeal to our gods, the sovereigns of the Tawan, to serve us one more time. Final plans? I am not so foolish as to share them. What is your goal? The liberation of the Tawan, the end of the tyranny of the pack, maybe even the restoration of some of our former holdings from the time of the Empire. I do not plan to get greedy, though. So what happens now? As you speak, Valera is starting to grow agitated. Deleth is so absorbed by you that he doesn't notice, but the god is starting to feel ignored. She doesn't like it. You see what is happening, yes? I am directing one of the greatest projects in the glorious history of the Tawan Empire. I am going to end our servitude, to restore our freedom, to help select the sovereign to replace that lick-spittle Vardius. The only question is how you can be used. I need to decide that. With every word, Valera grows more agitated. You feel it as a growing pain in your head. Deleth seems unaffected. Vardius? Our current sovereign, ancient and pathetic, selected by the pack to serve them. He will be dealt with. Count on it. You don't want to be sovereign? I don't. I understand your skepticism. Once the Tawan is free, I wish only to be allowed to retire and enjoy growing old and seeing the rewards of my efforts. I will never help you. For the first time, Deleth shows emotion. With a broad smile, he says, with Valera's aid, I think you will. You see now, we rebels are served by gods. How can even Redbeard stand against that? Valera has had enough. Serve? I'm a sovereign of the Tawan. Sovereign of the Tawan. Deleth turns to see what the problem is. Deleth says, what was that, Valera? The goddess shouts, you think I am a trinket, another spell you can purchase. I am a sovereign, not you. She waves at Deleth's guard, standing enraptured. They worship and follow me, and you will too. Deleth acts quiet and calm, but you can see the slight tremble in his hands. Valera, this is not the time to discuss this. Problem, Deleth? Deleth and the goddess ignore you. Valera's voice grows louder, nearly enough to deafen you. Deleth, I have waited too long. I will free the Tawan, not some mortal. You will submit to me. Deleth takes a step back as if struck. Then he rises. You have been forgotten. Deleth is furious. You attack me? You dare? You are a death spirit, and no matter what you think, the Tawan belong to the living. The dead advise and aid no more. Valera lets out a shriek of rage and anguish. Never! I will never rule again. Never live. Me? This will not be tolerated. And then things move very quickly. Deleth's guards immediately begin to convulse. Valera controls them utterly, and she can turn them off. Deleth seems to be immune to her powers, but he is not foolish enough to stay around. He runs for the stairs. You try to break loose from your bonds. You're very close now. Deleth has fled. His guards are dead. Valera turns to face you. Her face is contorted in rage. Only one plaything remains. You. You are left. You will serve me, Avadon. She extends an arm and you double over in agony. She is trying to control your mind. Your muscles convulse. You try to hold on, but it hurts. Hurts. Every moment the pain gets worse. Only your experience and training as a hand of Avadon enable you to withstand it. Valera continues to direct her raw power into you. Soon, she starts to laugh. Eventually, the pain plateaus at a constant level of agony. And then the pain stops. Valera says, now you are mine. A hand of Avadon of my very own. You stand up, you look at her, and you are not hers. You are drenched in sweat, in agony from 1,000 sprains, and still in control. She doesn't realize it. Ha, you are too weak to control me. You didn't think it was possible for her to grow angrier. Really? Well, I will not fail this time. Once again, she extends her arm. If you weren't already weakened from your previous treatment, you would be able to resist her easily. You were getting the hang of it. However, you are weak and the agony resumes just where it left off. She gives up on controlling you, though. This time she is satisfied with making your muscles convulse until blood vessels rupture all over your body and you die. Oh, come on. We have to give in to her? Let me back in, then. Are you kidding me? Okay, fortunately we saved right at that point. So let me go ahead and get through that dialogue real quick. So we have to basically give in. That's booty. I also don't like that I'm losing my companions again. Come on now. There's a reason why I carry with them this whole game. Alright, I'm just gonna skip up through all this dialogue. On a way, it is kind of cool, though, that you can explore those options anyway and still die, and, still die. Let's see what happens if we just stay silent. Valera is clearly exhausted. She doesn't even bother to look at you closely. You are not to leave. I will make sure of it. The way out is removed. You will go downstairs, hunt the traitor Deleuze, and destroy him. It is the vengeance I require. Can you help me? No, I am tired from my efforts, and I need to see how capable you are. It will be done. The god smiles and floats a distance away. She flickers slightly as if she no longer has much of a presence in this world. Her efforts today have cost her. Can we go back and get my companions, though? What happens if I do bring my companions back? Oh, that is booty. I can't even... Okay, so you can't just, like, cheese it in this. Go right back over to... Valera doesn't seem to understand why you are still here. You have your orders, slave. Slay Deleuze. Do not delay or I will punish you. Okay, so yeah, you can't just cheese it and go back, unfortunately. Okay, oh, I don't want that rat to come after me. Okay, well, with that in mind, I will be going ahead and save the game right here, but I'll see you all soon with the next part.